Bulletcast for life.
Get up! This is a revolution! This is our time to rise! Look deep within your mind, look deep into the hate in my eyes. We are the elite, and you are the weak. No matter how hard I fall, I'll get back up on my feet. Red alert, this is gonna hurt. When your face is in the dirt, you'll know your death is what I seek. We are the elite, and you are the weak. And I will always get back up on my feet. Why are they alive?
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, the microphone Messiah, Phillip Brandon, joined by the Canadian Destroyer BT, Brandon Tanguma. We are here. Another week has gone by in the world of professional wrestling. BT, what's going on, man?
Hello, everyone. We're here. Another week in wrestling. Another week. We got a premium live event coming up in WWE. WrestleMania season. They say it starts with Royal Rumble, but once Elimination Chamber is done, then that's when the real season starts. The real road. We're like down the street.
We are down the street. Are we around the corner? Or are we just down the street?
I think we're like down the street in terms of like we're a couple blocks away. You know, like when you send that text, like, yeah, I'm almost, I'm ready when you just got out the shower. You know what I'm saying?
I said I'm ready before I even get in the shower. I'm sorry.
Damn. And they just sitting there for 45 minutes. Be like, damn, I thought you live like 5 minutes away. I thought he'd be here by now.
I'm just
Must be stuck in traffic.
That's it. Traffic is crazy. That's how ahead of the game I am. We have to start on a very tragic, somber note, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that live in the Bay Area, you may have seen this news story. Last week, there was a 911 call put out in Pleasanton about gunshots and around the area, and it turned out it was Stoner U student Lars Luger. He and his mother were unfortunately murdered in their home. I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday morning of last week by a relative's ex-boyfriend. Just an absolutely shocking, tragic thing to happen. I saw Lars at a couple shows. He was always very kind, a very cool cat, and he was starting to make waves, wrestling with Stoner U and Hood Slam, and those like those raves that have like the wrestling ring. He was on a lot of those. He was making waves with that, but yeah, a very very sad tragic thing to happen. Only 28 years old. It really just started to get those reps in and wrestle, and it's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, an absolutely crazy, insane, sad situation. Obviously, I mean, I didn't even know about it, to be honest, and I saw it on the script, so I looked a little bit into it. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's sad, and thoughts and prayers to everyone involved who knew him, worked with him, and obviously like friends and family who were pretty close. Because I mean, you never expect anything like that to happen.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Lars, man, I tagged with him in his very first match, so it was an honor to share the ring with him in any capacity. And may he and his mother rest in peace. And I hope they throw the book at the dude who did this. It's absolutely disgusting, and it's an insane injustice. Stoner U is going to be putting on a tribute show on March 13th. That's a Friday. It's going to be in Oakland. I'm not exactly sure where. Please look out on the Stoner U social medias to find out where. Lars, brother, it was a pleasure to know you, and may you and your mother forever rest in peace. Outside the ring, Vince McMahon comeback.
Our boy Vinnie Mac's been in the news a little bit. The car crash, well, not the crash, but the dash car body cam footage of the officer who pulled him over went viral.
I haven't actually watched it. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch like the full thing. It's like an 8-minute clip, but it's always like an awkward situation between Vince McMahon and an officer. They're like talking and like going back and forth, and the dude was going like 100 miles an hour down the road, and he like hit somebody because he wasn't like paying attention or something like that. And I mean, it just screams like out of touch rich person, because he's driving his, I don't know exactly what kind of car it is, but it's an expensive ass car. And he got into the accident.
Keep going. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got to have the sound on to hear exactly what Vince be saying, talking to the officer. And you kind of basically what I took away from it in like the clip I saw is like he just very much downplayed how fast he was going. He made it seem like it wasn't that big of a deal. He didn't seem like apologetic. He just seemed like, oh, I mean, I don't know exactly the words he used, but it didn't feel like he was like taking accountability for like what he was like what he did because he for probably 60 years of his life he was never like really held accountable. Okay, we'll go like 40. We'll go like 40 years,
Look,
since
man,
the 80s.
it was
Since
his
the 80s.
it was his granddaughter's birthday. He had to get to the next exit.
Yeah, like I can't wait for old Grandpa Vinnie Mac.
Right. Um. Yeah. And then the court cases come up again. So what was going on with that? It was
I
it
mean, I
ruled?
believe there was something going on in Connecticut about like sexual assault victims or something. They had like a press conference, and Janelle Grant did put out. She had like a very lengthy statement, press conference speech that she had prepared, and she just kind of went on and talked about her situation, what happened, kind of her real like first public appearance, like since this whole ordeal like really took place and like really like talking about it, not just kind of like being behind lawyers and letting the lawyers talk. She actually kind of said it with her own words. Sorry, and she kind of talked about even like how her abuse was like showcased on television in terms of like it reflecting like a storyline that was going. I don't know. I didn't like look into it and exactly what she was or what storyline that could have been, but I mean, obviously anything like these new news because it goes on and we kind of forget about it because it's just an ongoing litigation. But then when news comes out, it's like, oh yeah, Vince McMahon, one of the most popular, most influential people in wrestling history, his entire life and career and everything, and is going up in smoke because of this situation.
Okay. But I'm looking because I saw like a whole bunch of different reports. I don't know what is what. Uh, and then I just saw like the internet like, oh, a Vince McMahon comeback. I'm like, apparently he's gonna try to get with Saudi investors to buy back the company from TKO and make it private again. I was like, where is all this coming from?
That's definitely not going to happen. I mean, I know
Yeah,
TKO is like in the middle of
I'm
some
just like,
controversy in terms of like the WrestleMania sales, but they are not selling that company back to Vince.
where did all this come from? Like, who?
I mean, it's the internet. You don't believe like I saw people tweeting about the press conference and just be like, "Oh, it was a consensual relationship." So like,
Yeah, that's what I saw
guys,
too.
it is like just because it is a quote unquote consensual relationship does not mean there can't be manipulation and stuff like that. Like it can still be domestic abuse, even though if it's a quote unquote consensual relationship. Like that's why relationships and sexual relationships are very complicated. But obviously, people who tweet about wrestling on the internet might not know too much about that.
Yeah, no, it's just yeah, Vince was just in the news, and we have to talk about it. Uh, crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. We will see. We will see. As we move on from that, Backlash is going to be in Tampa on May 9th. So there we go. The stop after WrestleMania is in Tampa. Backlash.
Oh, so you're telling me the United States gets a random standard in arena pay per view?
Of
I didn't know they
course,
could do those things anymore.
they do. What are you talking about? They're doing that this weekend.
Damn, what a concept.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know. I just feel like everything is like either a stadium show or it's an overseas show.
Well, hey man, that's where the money's at. Tampa. Hey man, these people that pay the big bucks, let's do it. Hey, can we get the Rumble? Can we get the Rumble at
I
where?
mean, I would love it to be at Oracle Park,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
what I was.
mean, but San Francisco in January, you're pressing your luck that weather's going to be okay.
Levi.
I mean, you guys saw the Super Bowl, absolutely perfect weather during the Super Bowl week.
Yes, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, there's that. Then apparently there are 300 people better than Seth Rollins.
I mean, I've been telling you all this for years on this podcast, but finally someone actually tweeted about it.
But yes, let's go to this. So this was a war of words between some guy named Philly Leopard Zero and Stat Guy Greg of the Cheap Heat podcast. Guy said that he could probably name 300 people better than Rollins. Greg said, "I may give you 50. I might even give you 100, but 300 is absolutely out of the realm." And then bro, like, this is just a list of people. Like, it's in alphabetical order, obviously, but I'm just like, come on now, come on. Like, are we being for real? Are we being for real with
I
this?
mean, you name one name on there, and I'll make an argument.
Okay, I pick one name off of here.
A random name,
All right,
and as long as I know who they are, then I'll make the argument.
Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler was vastly underutilized in WWE. If she was able to get the full push and potential that I feel like she could have deserved, we saw what she could do in NXT. Obviously, she jumped in the game a little later, so it's kind of hard to, you know, put the full carriage behind her at her age. But I thought she had something different. And Seth Rollins is kind of like just your regular standard kind of, good looking 6 foot plus guy who can, do some athletic moves, but character work, in ring work, he doesn't really stand out as anything special. Well, Shayna Baszler is like different,
All
especially in the
right,
women's division.
Ole Anderson.
Ole Anderson. Now, are we talking about just in ring wrestler performer? Because if we
No, the
talk
whole
about
thing. The
everything
whole
else, because
the whole thing.
Ole Anderson, I mean, great booker. He had his ups and downs,
Stop yourself.
maybe a
Stop
little
it.
racist, but
Stop
we're
it.
just gonna stop. I mean,
Stop everything
if
right
Hulk
now.
Hogan's on that list, he ain't the only racist on this list. So I mean,
Stop yourself, bro. Did you really hear yourself? Matt Tremont. I love Matt Tremont, but goddamn. Mystico. Okay. Okay. Mr. Wrestling 2. Necro Butcher. Nick Gage. Gary Albright. Fit Finley. Athena. He just named a list of wrestlers, bro. Like, what are we like? What guys? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
all right. So obviously, I was doing a little bit of a bit, but it's also kind of not a bit. Like I had my moments where like I like Seth Rollins, but like overall, I do feel as though Seth Rollins is like one of the most overrated WWE wrestlers right
Seth
now.
Rollins is top 10 in the world. Stop playing. When
I
he
mean,
when he
first off, top 10 in the world. If we're adding, like you just said, Mystico.
when he no
Um,
when he is there and he is on his ish, there is nobody better.
what
Stop.
is the what would you say is the last great singles Seth Rollins match?
Single Seth Rollins match?
I mean, even just great Seth Rollins match in general.
I don't know, man. WrestleMania 40 was pretty damn special. Hell, 41. They did that. Him and Cody, they were cooking with grease in the match where he injured himself. Um, the Netflix debut, like they're all there, man. They are all there.
Let's see what does Dave say is his best match?
Oh, see, why are you,
Dave says his best match is Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins in the Hell in a Cell.
why are we listening to Dave?
Well, it's not Dave. It's just I go to Cage Match and then it has the rankings. And we'll just go overall ratings. What's Cage Match say is the best match? They say it's Triple Threat with Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Seth Rollins.
That was a great one. That was another. That's when he was in his bag, but he's had multiple bags.
I mean, I'm seeing out of the top 10, only 1, 2, 3, 4 are in WWE. One is in FCW against Dean
That's
Ambrose,
that's
but the
WWE.
other 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are in ROH.
What's the
Bryan Danielson versus Tyler Black,
what's the number
2008.
one?
I gotta watch that one.
What's the number one on there?
I just said Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Seth Rollins.
Okay, well, that
And then the second one is a 6-man tag, and then the other one's a TLC match, which was a tag TLC match. So you have to, like I said, you have to go to, according to both Cage Match and our boy Dave, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins is the only great single Seth Rollins matches ever had in
that's according to Dave Meltzer.
and Cage Match.
I mean, we
and the people, which that match was very good. I don't know if anyone can was talking about Seth Rollins in that match. Everybody was talking about Cody, and it was Cody's always toughness, but then selling and the story involved in that because of the torn pec. It had
look,
almost
man.
nothing to do with Seth Rollins in that match.
The three matches with Cody were popping. I don't want to hear anything else about it. Um, what he did with Punk on the Netflix debut, that was very fun. Uh, Rollins has it, man. I know he'll always be 1B because of Roman, but I mean Rollins has it, man.
I mean, you said the trio, the three matches with Cody. I mean, three. If you look at just singles matches, those are probably his three best singles matches in WWE, according to this list I'm looking at right here.
We haven't got the real Roman Seth match yet, so we have to wait.
Or we have to wait for the old man Shield triple threat because that's going to happen eventually.
Oh, of course.
Might happen in like 10 years, but it'll happen eventually.
Of course. Absolutely, of course. But yeah, that was just a funny thing. Bianca Belair gives injury update. She's posted some photos of that finger. Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, it's something you don't really think of. Like, oh, it's just a little finger. I mean, come on now, guys. It can't be that bad. But if you like look in doctor stuff, there's like little nerves and endings and everything that, your hands are very important in life and especially in wrestling. And you don't want to mess those up because you don't want to chop them off or lose numbing or, lose feeling in fingers. So clearly this has been a very big deal because she's been gone since WrestleMania last year. And hopefully this surgery was kind of the one that fixes everything because I think she's obviously talented, one of the best women they have, one of the best wrestlers they have on that roster. And I thought she'd win the Royal Rumble, but obviously she was not ready. So hopefully she will be ready.
Yeah, we need hell, even if it's the Raw after Mania, we need Bianca back. We need Bianca back. What's going on with Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny, well, as I said, TKO
Benito.
WWE is scrambling, I would say, maybe about trying to ticket sales and trying to get people in the door and maybe make WrestleMania a bigger deal than it is currently. And allegedly, they are in talks with Bad Bunny for WrestleMania. Now, what does that mean? Who knows? It could just be he shows up.
Mambaya,
He,
Ultra.
yeah, he could just show up, does an angle, does a spot, does a concert. I don't know, but look out for maybe Bad Bunny showing up at WrestleMania this year. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think it's gonna be a match. Maybe it'll be like the Rock thing where he shows up and then he like has a quote unquote match or does like some sort of athletic stuff. We in a promo segment because they love to do
Fan
those.
mail time.
Bloop.
In Brightest Day X,
Mr. X,
the
welcome
Hall,
back.
the Hall of Famer, who
Oh,
they?
it's fine.
He says, I think they should disband the Vision at this point. It's bad for your health if you join that group. Hey, brother, we're gonna talk about all of that. Yes, we will. All right. Going in for this right here. SmackDown. Sammy and Cody have a hell of a segment on SmackDown and backstage, 3 minutes and something. They're talking about like, hey, what happened last week? You should be ashamed of yourself, Cody. Cody's like, I took an opportunity. Now remember, Cody not willing to go there with those opportunities are what cost him the WWE title against John Cena in the first place. And him finally realizing that, yeah, this is kind of sometimes you got to play dirty to get there. He still does it in a very clean way, but yeah, he realized like, hey, man, like if you were in my shoes, you hopefully would have done the same thing to get to where I'm at. I'm in the chamber now. I'm chasing Drew. I'm trying to get back my championship. Cody said like, hey, the one time I did the right thing, it cost me everything. And Cody basically said the only person to Sami Zayn's way is Sami Zayn. It's not the office. It's not the locker room. It's you. So yeah. And I just heard a theory. You think Sami Zayn attacked Jacob Fatu?
Maybe. Um, I mean, I've been saying watch out for Sami Zayn at Saudi Arabia to win a world title. I don't know if it'll be the world title, but you just never know. I mean, if he attacks Jacob, that would mean obviously a heel turn. That doesn't make sense if he's going to be in Saudi because he's going to be a babyface regardless. Um, but clearly there is a story there. Now, what is it? I don't know, but I am intrigued by both these guys because I think I like both of them. Obviously, they've been telling something with Cody and something with Sammy, and they're not like, you know, showing their cards quite yet, but there's kind of something there. It's kind of a positive and negative of Triple H's booking to where like they show you some hints and tell you to read between the lines and stuff like that. And sometimes it doesn't pay off right away. Sometimes they wait a little too long. So, like we say all the time, we have to wait and see, I guess.
We shall. We shall. Aleister Black defeated Randy Orton.
Look at that big Aleister Black in the push in 2026.
You know, if you were going to build a sports entertainer from the ground up, he looked just like Randy Orton.
I've heard that.
I'm just
That that podcaster guy talked about that.
it's a fact. I mean, I'm just stating fact, man. Kiana James qualifies for the chamber. Look at her.
Yeah, this one was a little crazy one. Did not really expect that because they've been, you
Dude,
know,
it's a new era.
yeah, I mean, she's been like the manager to Julia, so you think, oh, maybe like Julia will be the one in there. But no, they pick Kiana. I think similar to Javon Evans, where she's someone that can be in there, do a couple spots, have kind of a spotlight. Obviously, not going to be as big of a focal point, I think, as Javon will be, but she's kind of in there to like eat a loss. And so, like, four people of note have to lose instead of five.
It's okay. I'm just glad she's getting this opportunity. Trick Willie also qualifies, man. Trick Williams is I kind of don't like how we got like a little taste of Carmelo and Trick on the main roster. I still do think Trick and Carmelo WrestleMania for the US title. I still think that is going to happen. It needs to happen because that's just smart. But yeah, Trick qualifies for the chamber. Like him losing in the chamber, it won't hurt him at all. And Trick Williams has been on fire, man. The promo he did during the commercial break on Raw, he showed up to I think was it Atlanta local TV in the full gimmick, but it didn't look cheesy. It wasn't foolish. He knows how to play the line just perfectly. Great work, man.
I've been very impressed and very happy to see Trick like thrive on the main roster. Not that I was surprised by any means, but
You see, this is why the TNA run needed to happen. Give him that little extra while longer. Let him try out some stuff, not on the main roster, not on NXT, but somewhere else. And let's just bring it all up. See, this is why that
I
happened.
still feel like he's not a heel. Like yes, he might be a heel, quote unquote, but the fans love him and he's going to turn eventually. So I don't think he's going to be long for that role.
Just he's just him.
I'm kind of talking myself into him being like a guy to like they screw it. Like they're not main eventing night two. They're not going to be drawing too many tickets. It's WrestleMania. Maybe go Trick and see if he can move some tickets and like make it mean something. But I don't think it's
Whoop
gonna happen.
that trick. Whoop that trick. Uh-huh. I like it. Oh yeah. We have to have the Booker ad libs, though, of course. Tamatonga defeats Ilya Dragunov. Love the new finish. Yeah, stop doing the cutter, the gun stun. So here we are.
Yeah, Tama getting a little bit of a push. The Shinsuke thing and now Ilya. Good matches. I mean, Tama's an interesting guy because I think he's good. He's not great, but that's kind of like a typical mid card guy. But I think he'd be a little more than that. So we'll see what they're doing to him because obviously, like I think in the NFTs, he's kind of the most talented guy, most well rounded guy I think out of that entire group.
Uh you put some respect on my guy Solo. Hold on now.
Okay, that's why I said well-rounded. I feel like he's good at everything. Solo has good aspects and he can work his way with others. So,
I mean, did you not see him in the tournament? That tournament reminded people that Solo Sikoa is dangerous. The match with Gunther, the match with Ziggler, it reminded people. The
sometimes a
one with
perfect
Penta.
sometimes a perfect circle isn't as good as a triangle. You got the higher points, but then the
But
other
it's not
sides might be a little
spherical.
lower.
It's not spherical. It's not spherical. Oh yeah, love Tamatanga. Inside the ring, Steve Corino wins the PWF title. This is at a random indie for I guess their 25-year, 30-year anniversary or something. And Steve Corino just showed up and won the title.
Shout out Steve Carino. Is he still with WWE
Yeah,
NXT?
he's a producer. Yeah.
Okay, because he's one of those guys that like if you listen to like the early stuff, like when we were first doing this podcast and he was on ROH, I love Steve Carino. I think he is such a great commentator, and I know you're a big Booker T guy. I know you are. I know a lot of people like him. I feel like Steve Carino would be such a great commentator in WWE. And I just don't know. I mean, obviously they don't see it in him or he doesn't want to do it, but I think Steve Carino is like so underutilized and underappreciated for how good of a commentator he was back in ROH.
I don't think they ever like tried it out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they have to try it out to see, but I don't think they ever did. NXT Stand and Deliver will not be happening WrestleMania weekend this time. It is going to be happening in St. Louis on April 4th.
Yeah, interesting that they kind of balked at that idea. I mean, maybe they just see ticket sales in general not being great and they don't want to have like I mean, even like I think last year's Stand and Deliver like wasn't great in terms of numbers, but you still got a decent turnout. NXT is not like the ticket moving product it is, so I mean, from a business decision, I kind of get it, but then also from like a history thing, it's like, oh, NXT would always run at WrestleMania, like even like the 31 that was at, like they ran that one and they basically run every WrestleMania since then, and they're not doing it this year.
I'm sure something will be popping off. Probably have some matches at WWE World or something. Jada cost Blake on this episode of NXT Speed Challenge. Blake Monroe versus Thea Hale. They're going through the motions. Hypnotic by Jada Parker on the outside. Throws her in. Spinning neckbreaker by Thea Hale. 1, 2, 3. Jada Parker cost Blake Monroe.
Blake Monroe losing a speed qualifier tournament match.
I don't think you understand how devastating the Hypnotic is. I don't think you understand.
Hey, brother, I had some Hypnotic back in high school after the prom. Never had it again.
Oh, hey, you're dangerous.
I know. I was white girl wasted.
Okay, all right.
You ever have Hypnotic, Philip?
You're really asking me this question?
I mean, I guess it's a yes.
Never had a Thug Passion, man?
No.
Google Thug Passion.
Hopefully nothing pops up on my. I mean, look like I got the VPN on because
No, not
I feel like there probably be some websites where it's Thug Passion. You know what I'm saying? It
no.
is after dark. Oh, hey, Tupac, how's it going?
Hey, man.
A Thug
Wait,
Passion is a
no,
simple,
Thug
iconic.
Passion is no. I'm thinking of an Incredible Hulk, bro. I'm thinking
Well,
of an Incredible Hulk.
apparently, according to Google, the Thug Passion is a simple, iconic 1990s cocktail popularized by Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, no, it's Alizane Crystal. I'm thinking of a Hypnotic, bro.
Well,
Or
well,
not Hypnotic, but an Incredible Hulk. Yeah,
oh, look at
Hennessy,
that. Google already knows.
Hennessy and Hypnotic. Yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah.
I mean, this thing is green. When I was in Mexico,
Yeah.
they had like a Copa del Mundo World Cup. That was the best not maybe ever, but it was my drink of choice. And I try to look it up and find what it was. I cannot find it anywhere. I gotta go. I ain't going back to Mexico right now after the current situation. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, what was it again?
a Copa del Mundo,
No, like what color was it?
it was green. That's why I saw the Incredible Hulk. It reminded
Sure, it
me of
wasn't a
that.
Midori sour, bro.
I don't think so.
Midori sour is green. That's the only like. These are like the only two green drinks
Well,
I
these
know.
are just like, like house drinks.
Bro, Miles Bourne is the new NXT North American champion. An incredible run comes to an end. I saw his finisher as the zigzag, and he calls it Born again. I'm like, I'm not mad at any of this. I love it.
When I'm going down the rabbit hole of green cocktails, I mean, they say it tastes like a Jolly Rancher or a Sweet Tart. I'm all down for that. I don't think that's what I had, but
What? What tastes like a Jolly Rancher or sweet
a
tart?
Midori Sour.
Yeah. I'll get you a Midori sour, man. I got you.
I mean,
Well,
I'm at the, I work with these kids over at the Nike, and they be talking about how they be drinking and partying all the time, and they say that your boy can't hang. And I know Philip, we don't be partying like that together, but I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as ever was, and they don't understand the monster that's within me.
them kids can't hang.
Young blood, let me tell you something.
All right, I'm gonna put down 3/5 of hen, and if you're tipsy by the first bottle, don't speak to me.
Hmm.
Hello. But Miles Bourne, new NXT North American champion.
Yeah, pinned or beat Ethan Page.
There was Vanity Project came
A
out there.
lot of chicanery. NXT special.
Uh, Ricky Saints was out there. The champion Joe Hendry was out there. A lot was going on, man.
Yeah, so it's it's kind of hard to put too much into him in terms of like, oh, this, he's gonna be something. But I mean, obviously he has a title. Maybe this sets in line for Ethan Page to maybe like run it back, lose, and then go to the main roster. Maybe link up with Chelsea Green or whatever they're gonna do. But
Great work. They did some amazing stuff. Zarya turns on Sol Ruka. She costs Sol Ruka the NXT Women's Championship. Oh my god. Why? Damn it!
I mean, this is something that was brewing for forever. This was almost kind of like a Triple H thing where it was going on and on and on. And people were waiting for it, just never happened. And then finally, it occurred on this week's NXT.
Hey, this match is about to cook. It's stand and deliver. I'm telling you all that right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one that has the most storyline behind it. Both the wrestlers are good, and like, yeah, I would not be shocked if this is like the best match in the show just because it's gonna have the most heat. And that's, people will talk about WrestleMania weekend or whatever, like, oh, best, what is a best match? I feel like the best match, yes, moves and stuff matter, but story and what the crowd feels and who they want to win and cheer for
Yeah.
also means a lot.
Last one, also inside the ring. Sancho Demira becomes the number one contender for the Pacific Seas title.
Good for that guy.
Yeah, saw he was beefing with his team though.
Damn. I mean, is it a mafia if you're only one person?
We're gonna have to find out, man. March 7th, Bay versus the World and in the dojo. Can Sancho win the title? Can he coincide with his team? Find out next time. Yeah. Monday Night Raw happens. Bronson Reed gets injured, breaking up a pin. I don't even know how he got injured, breaking up the pin. It looked like it would be like because when he went to jump, it looked like his right or his left hand would be the one that or shoulder that was messed up, but no, it was the right. And anyway, they called an audible. I guess he was supposed to win. Jay Uso is now in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, sad situation all the way around. I mean, last year or 2 years ago, whatever you want to call it, happened with him again when he did his splash off the War Games cage. And
Shattered his ankle.
yeah, so back to back manias, he's out. And by all accounts, he's a great guy. This is like the push and the time of his career. And both times he's missed it due to injuries. And I mean, this just sucks. I feel like, obviously everyone's going to talk about Braun Breaker and what he's been doing. I feel like Bronson Reed is like the unsung hero of the Vision. And you could just tell like the disappointment and just like, oh, like really again, like when it happened. And like shout out to him, like he tore his bicep, like fluffed his arm a little bit, and he went right to the next spot and did like a one arm suplex on Grande Americano, and then they went to commercial, and then obviously he was done after that.
Speaking of Grande Americano, that match is about to hit at Mania 2. The two El Grandes,
Mass versus Mash. Ooh.
they both lose their match.
Oof. But it's two white guys. Oh my god. Who's seen that coming?
What do you mean? Well, the original one is very tan. He's not Caucasian.
And he grew a beard.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. All right. Well, T's and P's to Bronson Reed, man. Very, very great talent. It's a damn shame, man. I really hope he gets back as soon as possible. That just sucks. That absolutely sucks, bro. Moving on. Gunther was thrown out of the building. He was attacked by Dragon Lee to make sure that he didn't interrupt the AJ Styles tribute. Hell of a video package, man. If WWE does anything right, it is those damn video packages. AJ Styles comes out there and thanks his wife. I was expecting an "Oh Wendy," if you know, you know. Um, but yeah, man. Congratulations to AJ Styles on the retirement. The Undertaker, this is his new role, man. If the gong hits, you can bet your ass you're going in the Hall of Fame. Because AJ Styles is announced as an inductee in the 2026 class of the WWE Hall of Fame. I assume he's going to be the headliner. I don't
No,
know.
Stephanie McMahon's gonna be the headliner. Come on now.
They've only announced these two, huh? Which is very strange. Usually we get by this time we at least have like three or four announcements. So we'll see. But yeah, man, what are your thoughts on AJ's promo, the tributes, and him going into the WWE Hall of Fame?
Tribute was great. I mean, they played Creed on WWE television, so I'm always gonna
Take me
love
higher,
that.
man.
We need more 2000s dad rock. We need more, just more rock in general in wrestling. I'm just gonna say it. I love my rap and pop, but we need more rock in wrestling.
You
Uh,
didn't love the rap that happened on Raw with Offset and helping Javon Evans? beat Kofi Kingston.
That was cool.
Mm,
Yeah, it was Atlanta. I mean, shout out Lil Yachty got the WWF logo on WWE television.
right. But back to AJ Styles. Get ready to fly.
Yeah, great. I mean, great segment. Overall, I mean, it was just like he wasn't really AJ Styles. He was, Alan Jones Styles, and he just kind of like, you know, talked like basically just he gave a speech like to his family basically. Like it didn't even like really matter that the crowd was there, and it was it was a
Okay,
great
that's what the
moment.
Hall of Fame speech is for, man.
Yeah,
This was there.
he was just in a closet.
Of course he was. Yeah, man. AJ Styles, oh, man, he's really retired. That's crazy.
So I guess he's not showing up at Revolution.
Nah.
Damn, I got my hopes up for no reason.
Look, man. AJ Styles, one of them ones. Remember the first time I ever turned on TNA? AJ Styles had a Fosbury flop, and I was hooked. He became one of my guys. He's in my top 10, and he's not number 10. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Thank you for an amazing career, man. Truly phenomenal in every sense of the word. I got to meet him. It was a brief encounter, but it was very pleasant. And man, I wear them gloves in the ring because of AJ Styles, man. Come on now. Thank you, AJ. A phenomenal career, all puns intended. Get ready to fly into the WWE Hall of Fame, yes, sir.
Shout out, Philip. This just came across my desk recently. I did not know the Fosbury flop was like it's a real thing. Do you know what the Fosbury flop is?
The backflip over the top rope.
Well, that is true. But the Fosbury flop is actually, which makes a lot of sense once I found this out, it is actually the technique that the high jumpers use. So when they jump back and go over the bar,
Oh,
so
okay.
that's why it's called the Fosbury flop because that's basically what they do in the wrestling move. So it was like, oh my god, that's that because someone was talking about it and they said Fosbury, and I was like, oh, there we go. That's what it's called. That's why it's called that. The more you know.
The more you know.
Shout out, shout out, Dick Fosbury.
We break down all the analytics of maneuvers and leverage and movement and height and weight and all the stuff.
He basically like broke the game because he was like, "How about instead of jumping forward, we jump backwards? We get higher." Look at that.
Right there. Brock Lesnar issues a WrestleMania 42 Open challenge. Who was going to challenge? Who was going to step up to the beast in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium in Sin City?
I don't know. I mean, people were chanting Oba, obviously with the teases from WrestleMania or from Royal Rumble. That's something that
Boom,
people
boom,
want.
boom, 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 boom,
It's
boom.
all there's rumored innuendo that maybe Brock is done at Wrestle or SummerSlam in Minneapolis. So is he only going to be here for a little while longer?
I
You kind of
gotta.
squeeze as much juice out if you can, so just beat him a couple times before he leaves.
Ah,
Is it more, and how are they going to announce it? Is it going to be because they showed the list of all the dates he's going to be at? He'll be in Sacramento. Um,
let's see Brock Lesnar wrestle one time before he's done, man. I still haven't seen him wrestle before.
he's gonna have I think 5 dates or 6 dates, so he's gonna have some time. So I don't know if that they're gonna set the match before then, or if they're just gonna do a thing at Mania. The more time goes by, the higher the expectations gets. Like
Yeah.
people are gonna expect Stone Cold to come out or something
No.
at WrestleMania. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but like,
Will the walls break down?
well, no, that's not something. That's nobody wants to see a Brock Lesnar Chris Jericho match.
Ah, brother, hey man, I don't know if the crowd is hot enough. Like at SummerSlam, the crowd was so hot, Vince could have came back, but Brock came back instead. So I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, Oba at Mania, and then you do Gunther at or was it SummerSlam, Minneapolis, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
do SummerSlam there, and then we call it a career. Um, Liv Morgan makes her choice. It was very much resembled when Jade came back and we thought she was gonna attack Liv and then she attacked Naomi. So yeah, she picked Stephanie Vaquer. Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer, WrestleMania for the women's world title. So the winner of the chamber will face Bianca. Or not Bianca, but Jade. Look, man, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I thought the segment was kind of like dumb overall because I mean, I think everyone expected her to pick Stephanie, and then they had to have the swerve bro of like Liv going back and forth to like make it like, oh, maybe she's gonna pick uh Jade, but no one expected that. So it was just like I thought it felt so forced and everything, and I'm glad like the picking aspect of it is behind us. We can just have them have a straightforward feud now.
Yeah, I wish they I don't know, give us a little like, oh man, maybe she will pick Jade, but no, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio segment. Finn says Dominic needs to take accountability. They're definitely going to WrestleMania against each other. Finn loses to Punk. He'll probably shake Punk's hand like a man. Or if Dominic costs Finn, then I see Finn costing Dominic the night after the Chamber, and Penta goes into WrestleMania as the Intercontinental Champion, and we go in with Dominic versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor brings back the Demon.
That makes sense. We've been waiting forever for the Demon and for the Judgment Day to kind of like officially break up. So
Demonito.
I mean, we can leave that in Mexico.
No, Demonito's in the crate, bro.
That's a pretty big crate.
Yeah,
Did they tease the crate at all on Raw? I don't think they did.
yeah.
Because
They
I
sent
skipped.
it. They sent it back, or Nick Aldis sent it back, and then Pierce was like, you know what, just send it to Chicago. And then that's when Rusev and Obafemi had their stare down. Hey, Rusev and Oba, I'm not mad at it. Quick little something, something. Get a little Raw feud. Yeah. Oba beats Rusev heading into whatever if he does challenge Brock.
Yeah, Rusev is like the perfect like first guy for Oba to beat because
If it
at this
wasn't him,
point,
I feel like it would have been Sheamus.
I mean, I think even Sheamus has a little more cachet at this point than Rusev does.
Well, yeah,
So,
Sheamus, multi-time world champion.
so yeah, like I mean, Sheamus could be like the second or third guy to then Oba if we're like doing stepping stones, and then he like gets to the a championship match eventually.
Yeah. We got to talk about LA Knight, man. Just I, I'm gonna say it. I know the rumors are multi-man at WrestleMania, but man, I'm gonna say it right here, man. LA Knight. I mean, I said it last week, right? LA Knight, man. Why not? Let's just see. Let's just see. Or if you do the multi-man, make sure LA Knight is in that mug. All right. Let's let's see.
I mean, I'm on the Trick Williams. Let's see, and you're on the LA Knight. Let's see. You know what? We will see.
Why not, man? I mean, let Trick cook. I mean, I think Trick's gonna be a standout in Money in the Bank this year. I think if they do him and
I mean,
Carmelo,
he seems like the perfect Money in the Bank guy.
he does. He does. He get him. I mean, he can't do the custom white briefcase because the women have the white briefcase. But I don't know. Trick is he's flashy. He'll make it work. But I'm saying like I think yeah he's a perfect Money in the Bank guy. L.A. Knight, man. Let's see, man. Let's see if we can get that done. Raquel is in the chamber. She secured her spot.
Yeah, have someone, have some muscle in there. I think Rhea's in there too, right? So she'll.
Rhea and Jade. What we just do that? Yeah, the spectacle. What we just do that?
So they'll have some big bodies to catch the people that
Where are
be
the
flying all over
Bella
the place.
twins, bro? They said they wanted the tag titles, then they just disappeared.
I mean, yeah, I think they're just kind of MIA because once we're a couple blocks away from WrestleMania, then they will get back on the road, and I think we're gonna get like a multi-team like tag ladder match. That's probably what's gonna happen because you have like so many stars in the tag team division at this point.
I think we do a three team. I think somehow Riho, because aren't Riho defending the titles against Lash and Nia again, right?
Sure, I guess, but do we actually? I mean, that is a way to get them off of the bigger stars for
But
them
then
to then
what
do
is
something at WrestleMania.
what does EO do at WrestleMania then? Because that's
I mean,
also
her and Asuka and Kyrie, I don't know. That's just they've been running in that in the ground a little bit. I
have
mean,
her
not
and
running into
Oscar
the
had the
ground.
one on one yet?
I don't think so.
Maybe we do EO and Oscar at WrestleMania one on one. We do Rhea and Jade. You do Lash and Nia as the defending champions against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte and the Bella Twins. Um, yeah, maybe we do something like that. I think we'll do Becky and AJ with for the women's IC title at WrestleMania. Um, yeah, yeah. There's a lot going on here, man. Swerve had a promo on Dynamite.
Yeah, we had Dynamite live from the Denver area. Swerve comes out after his promo or after his alleged heel turn on Kenny Omega last week, and he just kind of stood on top of the table and just kind of was still Swerve like he always was, and that was kind of the point of the promos. Like he's always like a bad guy and always an assassin's gonna do what it needs to do to like be the top guy. I didn't love the promo. I mean, Kenny's not there. Kenny might be gone for a little bit, so there might not be like a full heel dynamic, face heel dynamic for a little bit. But I thought it just didn't start off on the right foot in terms of like kind of setting Swerve in a new direction as like a heel. Now I get it, heel faces might be antiquated, especially in AEW. It's more of just like stars going after each other, having good matches. But I thought they could have went more in a heel direction. I also don't like just going after the crowd because that's what heels do. But yeah, not the best I thought from Swerve. Gabe Kidd beats Orange Cassidy, so good win from him. Gabe Kidd and Darby Allin are on a collision course. Eventually, we got the stipulation for the Hangman MJF match at Revolution. It is going to be a Texas death match, as we thought.
Why do they keep doing Texas death matches not in Texas? I don't understand.
A Los Angeles death match doesn't really roll off the tongue.
But
I mean, last time I saw a Texas death match in Los Angeles, it was maybe one of the best matches I've ever seen. It's going to be hard to top that, but I feel like they're going to try to because of where it is and what they've done previously. They did a whole, Donkey Pony show with MJF with a double-sided coin and everything like that. I believe Hangman's career or whatever title career is still on the line,
I think you,
regardless of the
so.
stipulation.
Are they doing like the Cody one where he won't challenge ever again, or he just won't challenge while MJF?
It's forever because they didn't say his name. He did not appear. But MJF said like last time this happened, I made sure that guy never had another. I killed someone's AEW championship career. I'll kill another one. So yeah, we're getting that. Brody King defeated Mark Davis. Good match. Brody King issued not open challenge, but he basically challenged Swerve Strickland. So we got actually two matches set in stone, I would believe, for Revolution. Brody King and Swerve. And then Bandito said he wants a fight. And so Bandito against Andrade, that seems absolutely fantastic. Hopefully that's also a Revolution because I am selfish and I want to see that. So two good matches that they are setting up. But we'll see what's going on there. Then main event, Mile High Mayhem was a 10-man tornado hardcore tag. Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and the Rascals ended up winning. So, like what you would expect from an AEW hardcore tag match, just a lot of spots, all over the place. Young Bucks and FTR will wrestle at Revolution for the championships. They did get a little kerfuffle last on Collision with I didn't realize there was another Young Buck, Philip. Did you know this? There's a third Young Buck.
No, who was that?
They pile drove the youngest Young Buck, even though the youngest Young Buck looks the oldest because he's a little chubby and bald.
That's crazy.
I know. So and they pushed Mama and Papa Buck around through some powder in their face at Collision. So this is getting real heated after however many matches these guys have had at this point. But they're still going.
They're destined to do it forever, brother.
Forever. Forever. R.I.P. Terry Funk.
Yes, please. Is that it?
Yep, that is it. Tekla and Thunder Rosa, front of the podcast, they will be wrestling next week for the AEW Championship. They're not wrestling for the WWE Championship. That would be a crazy story if they were.
All right. Thunder Rosa, you can see her this weekend at Stockton Con, Stockton, California, the Stockton Arena, February 28th and March 1st, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Soraya will be there, but she will only be there on Saturday. Tommaso Ciampa will be there. Anna Jay will be there. Jungle Boy will be there. Laz Alonso will be there from The Boys. And if you've ever seen This Christmas or Jump in the Broom, or even I think he was in One on One, a lot of great cinema that brother was in. Darth Vader will be in attendance. They have a costume contest. They have panels. They got a lot of stuff, man. So go check it out.
Yeah, Stockton cons are always fun. Going around shopping, looking at stuff, and even just people watching because the costumes and everything. It's a sight to behold.
I looked, bro. The last time we made an appearance was a whole year ago. So we have to pull up. Or
the Bulletcast will be represented.
Yes, the Bulletcast will be represented, of course. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Elimination Chamber. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it all right here.
Just four matches, but they are both Elimination Chambers, which will probably take a half hour to 40 minutes.
Here we go. The women's elimination chamber: Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm going Rhea. I'm going mommy.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of the one that like stands out. I mean, like obviously Alexa Bliss could, but Alexa and Jade doesn't really jump off the page. So yeah, Rhea and Jade, two meaty women slapping meat. Sounds kind of weird when you say it like that, but
Yeah, I don't know why you just said
yeah.
that.
Sorry, it's Bulletcast After Dark. We getting crazy out here.
Oh yeah, it is after
They
dark.
could run it back with Tiffany Stratton, but she's so cold right now. They gotta change something up with her.
Tiffany versus Chelsea. I heard somebody say that. Let's do it.
Double turn, make it
All
happen.
right, let's make it happen. All right. Becky Lynch defends the Intercontinental Championship against AJ Lee. I think Becky still somehow walks out the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, this seems like a WrestleMania match, so there's probably gonna be some sort of chicanery. I don't know how they're gonna get what 5, 6 more weeks out of this. I mean, maybe AJ Lee goes away. Maybe there's like a heavy beatdown to kind of write her off television. I don't
Yeah,
know.
man. They're both not on TV. I don't think they both were on Raw this week.
Um, no, because they had that kind of weird segment last week. Like, you guys know, I love AJ, one of my favorite wrestlers personally, but I don't know. It's not been a great showing for at least in her promos. Like wrestling wise, I think her wrestling's been okay, but it's only 2 matches. But
I heard somebody say that like everything she says, she's basically a heel. What do you feel about that?
well, I mean, if you like take her what she was saying, she basically, I once again, I love her. I feel as though she's making herself out to be more important than she actually was. Like I think that's another thing, like with the Bella Twins. Like the Bella Twins, I feel like they make themselves bigger than they
Well,
actually are.
hold on. The Bella, hold on. The Bella twins were massive. They made a show for the Bellas, bruh. They got 2 shows out of it. What are you talking about?
Once again, got the poster right there. We don't got to run that one back. We already talked about that already, respectfully, of course. Um, yeah, I think Becky wins, and then we run it back at WrestleMania.
Yeah, yeah. It is for the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk defends against Finn Balor. Interesting promo from Punk on Raw. Obviously, Punk is winning and we're moving on. Going into WrestleMania, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. But yeah, Finn Balor is gonna be a hell of a fight, and he's gonna come up just short.
Match should be good. It's gonna be interesting with the story they tell. Honestly, I think this match is gonna be more about Finn Balor than will be about CM Punk. The promo last week from Punk was kind of disappointing because it was basically what you just said. Like he just ignored Finn Balor. He talked more about Roman Reigns than he did about Finn Balor in this promo. It's like I get it. Like everyone expects Punk to win. You've announced the WrestleMania main event. No one thinks Finn's gonna actually win, but like give us
But
some.
what if he did?
That's what I'm saying. Like give us some sort of story. Like okay, yeah, Punk. He respects Finn Balor. He wants to see the best come out of him. He is looking ahead to Roman Reigns, but he's not looking past Finn Balor. Like I felt like there's just give some lip surface to this match. It was all like preparing you for next week when Roman shows up.
Not the tribal chief. Not the tribal chief. All right, ladies and
Shout out my
gentlemen.
boy Kingston at work. He called me his tribal chief. I think he got fired.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Why did he get fired?
Well, when call no show, that happens.
How many times did he do it?
At least twice.
They're strict like that over there.
Well, I don't know. Once again, I don't know.
They're strict like that over at Nike.
I guess, they don't play. They don't play no games over there.
Have you, Brennan? Have you missed a shift over there yet?
I have never called out one time.
How
Mr.
long
No
you-
Days Off.
How,
I
how
tell you
long you been
people.
there?
18 months now, a year and a half.
Really? It's been that long?
Well, no, 16 because it's 4 months. Because I started in October, so a year and 4 months.
Okay, wow. I wish I could say I've never called out of my job, but anyway, Elimination Chamber men: Randy Orton, L.A. Knight, yeah, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Willie, and Jey Uso. Yeet, yeet. I got it. I'm giving it to L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Should have been Bronson Reed in there. I do wonder what this means for like this match because rumor has it that Bronson Reed was supposed to be the one to win, so he'd be in this over Jey Uso. What does that mean for Jey Uso? Was there supposed to be a story in that? Like what? Like Mandela effect or butterfly effect. That's what I'm looking for. Would have
I
is
think
happening because of this.
the Usos will wrestle the remaining members of the Vision at WrestleMania.
I mean, I know you're booking LA Knight to win the championship at WrestleMania. LA Knight, Seth Rollins taking on the corpse of the Vision. That would make sense. You don't have to put too much pressure on Braun Breaker to do anything. Oh yeah, I mean you could put Logan Paul and Braun Breaker against Seth and
Will Braun
LA
Breaker even
Knight.
be ready by then?
That's what I'm saying. Like you let the guys who are hurt, like don't put the risk or put the burden on them to have a singles match at WrestleMania. You can have the quote unquote healthier guys wrestle for a majority of it, or play it a little safer. Especially Philip, what's wrong with these? What's wrong with these two WrestleManias? 10 years ago, WrestleMania 32 is the exact same thing.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Cesaro was out. Cena was
Seth Rollins tore his knee.
yes. Cesaro, Cena, Orton was out on that one too.
Shane McMahon had to save the day. Who is this year's Shane McMahon?
I mean, if we think back to WrestleMania 32, the best matches on that show were what the women and Jericho and AJ.
Yep.
Yeah, because what did this happen at
Well,
22?
people did like the Undertaker Shane McMahon match.
Yeah, no, yeah. But did this
Was
happen
20? Well, was 22 the one where? No, that was 23. What was the one where Triple H hurt himself, and
at
then they
20?
had
He
to do
wasn't at
Shawn
23.
Michaels.
He wasn't at 23.
So yeah, 23 was the one where Triple H hurt himself. So almost.
20, 22 was what Taker and Henry, Cena, Hunter, I think Vince and Shawn. That Money in the Bank match were yeah. Or no, that's 23, that Money in the Bank match. 2006. Who won the Money in the Bank in 2006? I can't even think.
Was it the Kennedy year?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, Triple
No.
H. I got trivia.
No, no, no,
Damn it.
no.
Oh, you said yeah. I got excited.
In 2006?
Well, there's no way of knowing.
No, 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 no. 2007 was the Kennedy year. 2006 was RVD. There we go.
There we go.
Am I right?
Yep.
Come on.
Because
Now.
Kennedy was 2007.
See, come on now. Okay. When we get to Money in the Bank, I think we'll play a game. Name every Money in the Bank winner. I think we'll do that.
Sounds like a sporkle to me.
All right, but yeah, this is what I got. I got LA Knight. Yeah, I got LA Knight. Got Rhea. Got Becky, and got Punk.
Yeah, I know I was saying Trick Williams. I don't think it's gonna actually happen.
You
I'm just
don't
gonna,
you don't think they're gonna whoop that trick at WrestleMania?
no, I don't think they will. They're gonna be scared. They're scared. I'm just gonna pick the obvious one, the easy one, Cody.
Skirt, skirt.
Uh, Jacob is out there somewhere. Maybe he rips a door off and kills
Yeah.
Cody, and I don't know. But
Hell yeah.
I'm going with the easy answer, and Cody wins, and then maybe Jacob comes out afterwards.
Possibly. That is there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back to we will talk about the chamber, man. We will be back to talk about the chamber some point this weekend. But yeah, thank you guys so much as always. Be safe and stay dangerous. Yes, sir.